We have a few more seniors coming in, so let's just pause. Please remain standing, but first, let's give the class of 2016 a round of applause. You look great. Today is the day when our entire learning community gathers to honor you. You have worked hard for 12 years to obtain senior status. And at the end of the school year, your 13th year of education, you will wear these gowns again and march at your graduation ceremony. We want every single one of you to be in your gowns at your graduation, and we want all underclassmen to follow in your footsteps. During your last year at Glen High School, strive to get your best grades ever. Make your plans for the future, and always remember that you are the leaders at Glen High School. Enjoy every minute of your senior year. At this time, I would like to introduce the senior class president, Ross Atkinson.
Good morning. At this time, we will recite the Pledge of Allegiance, which will be followed by the singing of the national anthem, performed by the Glen High School Rosettes. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, with bright stripes and bright stars through the path of the skies, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket
may be seated. At this time, I invite my messenger, Senior Class Vice President, to the podium to introduce our platform guests.
This morning, we have gathered to recognize my class, the class of 2016, in this year's convocation. The senior convocation is our first assembly of the year, and it is designed to prepare us for a busy year ahead. As seniors and leaders of the school, this will be the year that wraps up our high school career and prepares us to embark on the next chapter of our lives. We will be faced with serious decisions, many of which will affect our future. However, with the support of parents, teachers, family, and friends, I believe we, the class of 2016, are ready for the challenges. I would like to welcome our parents, families, teachers, and friends who have joined us today. I would also like to welcome those who join me on the platform this morning. Please stand and remain standing when your name is announced. Dr. Michelle McQueen Williams, our keynote speaker, Director of Elementary Education, Rapid County Public Schools. Ms. Beverly Cobb, School Board Representative, Brooklyn District. Dr. Gwen Miller, Principal of Glen. Mr. Damian Barkley, Assistant Principal and 12th Grade Administrator. Ms. Laura Owen, Senior Class Sponsor. Mr. Hunter Edwards, Senior Class Sponsor. Mr. Ross Atkinson, Senior Class President. Ms. Caroline Sidlar, Senior Class Secretary. Ms. Julia Lancey, Senior Class Historian. Thank you. Ms. Cobb would like to say a few words at this time, and then Caroline will introduce our keynote speaker.
Down. Mine is a whole lot more than I am. Well, I'm here today to, actually on behalf of the school board, to say congratulations to you. Best wishes for the most wonderful senior year for you all, the 2015-2016 year. Your seniors, this will be the fastest year of your life so far. Before you know it, I'm going to stand and declare you graduate. Today I just wanted to share with you quotes that I heard when I was in high school. And the origins are a little debatable, but I think the message is true. And I think it's watch your thoughts, they become words. Watch your words, they become actions. Watch your actions, they become habits. Watch your habits, they become character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny. Thank you all and have a wonderful year.
It is my honor and pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Michelle McQueen Williams, Director of Elementary Education for Henrico County Public Schools. During her career as a professional educator, Dr. Michelle Kelly McQueen Williams has shown a deep concern for the educational, social, and emotional well-being of the children she has encountered as a teacher, assistant principal, and elementary principal for Henrico County Public Schools. In 2008, she was named planning principal for Harvey Elementary, the 45th and most recent elementary school to be opened in Eastern Henrico. Currently, she serves as the Director of Elementary Education in Henrico County Public Schools and serves as an adjunct instructor at Virginia University. She is a product of the Richmond Public School System and holds a Bachelor of Arts degree in journalism from Virginia Union University and was crowned Miss Virginia University in 1987. Additionally, she holds a master's and PhD in educational leadership from Virginia Commonwealth University. Dr. McQueen Williams graduated with honors from the Samuel DeWitt Proctor School of Theology at Virginia Union University with her Master's of Divinity. She serves as an associate minister at the First Baptist Church of South Richmond, where the Reverend Doctors Dwight C. and Derek E. Dimmons are the pastors. Civic-minded and the mother of one son, Byron, of sophomore Elsie Bird High School, Dr. Michelle McQueen Williams seeks to motivate, empower, and inspire all with whom she comes in contact. Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. McQueen Williams.
Good morning. Well, you started from the bottom, now you're here. Started from the bottom, now your whole team's here. Good morning, class of 2016. I know there's some grateful people the room today. I'm very grateful. How about the grandparents? Class of 2016, are you grateful to get to this point in your educational career? Try to give yourself a round of applause. I'm certainly grateful to be with you this morning, and I'd like to thank the administrative team, my colleague, Dr. Glen. We shared a classroom together in Howard Springs High School some years ago. And I'm so happy to be here to celebrate with you at your convocation. You know, a little over 30 years ago, and I mean very little. Don't do the math and try to guess my age. I was a high school senior, sitting in the same place you're sitting, but in the city of Richmond, preparing for graduation. And I would have never imagined that I would be speaking before a group of seniors at the home of the Jaguars, encouraging you to reach for the impossible. But that just goes to show you, seniors and everybody in the room, that nothing's impossible when you believe in your dream. Now, I know we're here to celebrate your official introduction as seniors, and you're looking mighty fine with your caps and gowns. And I know this won't be the last time we see you in them, right? Right? 410 of you, right? I know that's right, but I'm certain that there have been times during your school days when you dreamed, and when this dream of getting to this point in your life seemed to be impossible. Maybe there was a point in your middle school years when you didn't feel accepted by other students, or maybe you got cut from a team and it shook your confidence. Or perhaps even as bright as you are, someone you encountered tried to make you feel less than the person you really are. They tried to make you feel awkward for your intellect. Or maybe some of you have been struggling to obtain those verified credits, felt like you were facing impossible odds and dreaming an impossible dream. Well, I came by to encourage you this morning to reach for the impossible, despite any impossibilities you face from this point forward, because nothing's impossible for you. Because there will be times when the challenges of life will make it seem impossible for you to realize your dreams. When these times occur, I want you to stay away from dream dashes and stay focused on your dreams and dream big, because nothing's impossible for you. Dr. Lorraine Monroe, the author of the best-selling book, Nothing's Impossible, and one whom I admire because she was a principal like I used to be, she founded the Frederick Douglass Academy, a public school in Harlem, New York. The school was located in a crime-ridden community with limited resources, and to many it seemed like an impossible situation. There were those who told her it would be impossible to turn what seemed like an impossible situation into a situation full of possibility. I like to call those persons dream dashers. Young people, you might know them as haters. Dream dashers are what people are called when they pretend they're for you when they're really not. The kind that tell you what you can't do instead of what you can. Yeah, you know the folks of whom I speak, dream dashers. The ones that tell you why it won't work instead of how it can work. I bet you've all encountered some dream dashes in your life. Seniors, have you ever encountered any dream dashes? The ones that when you mentioned you were applying for the job, they said, oh, I heard they stopped hiring, dream dashes. You know what I'm talking about, the ones that when you said I'm going to trial for the team, they said, man, coach already has his favorites, you know, dream dashes. The ones that when you told them you were thinking about going to a certain college, they said, you know, you don't have the grades. Has any senior, staff member, or supporter in the room ever encountered a dream dasher? Then you know what I'm talking about. Well, we've all encountered some dream dashes in our lifetime, but we have to respond the way Dr. Lorraine Monroe responded. She decided not to listen to dream dashes. She reached out for the impossible. Despite criticism, naysayers, hateration, and what I like to call holleration, she led at the Frederick Douglass Academy, and she led that school to places where no one dreamed it could go. She organized that school, and she led with distinction because she stayed away from dream dashes. She realized her dream because she refused to listen to dream dashes. She reached out for the impossible. And young people, that's what you have to do. You have to stay away from dream dashes. I know it's difficult when folks are not supporting you and your dreams, and it seems like you're fighting an uphill battle, but stay focused on your dreams of accomplishing your goals. Listen, your dream of graduating from high school is so close that you can taste it, but you've got to stay focused. Don't coast and don't pump your brakes. In fact, you've got to press on the gas keep moving forward, keep studying, and keep doing the homework. Get the best grades that you can. Don't fall victim to senioritis. See, I know that happens right after semester exams, because I used to teach seniors. But when it seems impossible, stay focused on your dreams of becoming a high school graduate. This is the last time that your education won't cost you a thing. You see, and that's real talk. You see, Dr. Lorraine Monroe focused on her dreams. She had been a principal for many years, and she knew what the job entailed, but she dreamed of doing things her own way. No more status quo for her. She was doing things the way they had been done, but she started to do things the way she wanted to do them. She dreamed of opening her own school, and she wanted to do it for young people who had been counted out. And even though she was doubted and sometimes criticized, she kept reaching for the impossible, and she stayed focused on her dream. You know, young people, that's what sometimes happens. You know, young people, folks, they get doubted and they give up, they get criticized, and they give in. Dr. Lorraine Monroe had a made-up mind. She stayed focused on her dream of making a difference in the lives of young people. Now, I'm sure that she was uncertain, and at times she may have even doubted herself, but she stayed focused on her dream. And you too may be uncertain as you move from the ranks of high school into the world of work, the armed forces, or college. But you have to have a made-up mind and stay focused on your dream. Keep reaching for the impossible, because nothing's impossible for you. In his poem, A Dream Deferred, Harlem Renaissance writer Langston Hughes asks, what happens to a dream deferred? Dreams that are postponed or put on the back burner, and offers some possible answers to his very own question. He believed that dreams deferred are postponed dreams that dry up like raisins in the sun or fester like sores. He imagined that dreams deferred rot like meat or get all crusty like sugar and syrup in the open air. Hughes suggested that postponed dreams sag like a heavy load or even explode. Langston Hughes was encouraging each of you and all of us to stay focused on our dreams. Don't give up, don't give in, and don't give out. Stay focused on your dreams, because nothing's impossible when you stay focused on your dreams. You see, Dr. Lorraine Monroe stayed focused on her dreams, and 98% of the students at the Frederick Douglass Academy, students who nobody else believed in, graduated and went on to college because she stayed focused on her dreams. So stay focused on your dreams and dream big, because nothing's impossible for you. You remember when you were in elementary school? Think back a little bit. You remember? You remember? Not that long ago. The teacher asked you what you wanted to be when you grew up. You raised your little hand and you said, I'm going to be a doctor. I'm going to be a lawyer. I'm going to be a scientist. I'm going to be a teacher. I'm maybe even a preacher. You had big dreams that you believed in your ability to do anything and become anything you wanted to be. And some of you may have let life get in the way of the big dreams you had as a child. But I stopped by to remind you that you had big dreams then, and now is the time for dreaming big. We've got some big problems in the world, and we need some problem solvers. So dream big. There's some big changes that need to be made in this world. We need some change agents. So dream big. We've got some community service to render, and we need some servant leaders. So dream big, seniors, because I see you in your future. Somebody out here has the cure for cancer. Somebody out here is going to break Olympic records. Somebody is going to discover new technology. Somebody will find out how to end world hunger. That somebody could be you. Your dreams were possible then when you were a little kid, and they're still possible. So dream big, because nothing's impossible for you. You got to dream big, seniors. Do you hear me? You got to dream big as for what seems impossible. You got to dream big like those who gone on before you who dared to dream big. Do you mind if I call the roll since it's during school hours of those persons who dared to dream big? I told you about Dr. Lorraine Monroe, but what about Facebook inventor Mark Zuckerberg, technological inventor Steve Jobs, or Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor, or Attorney General Loretta Lynch, or music mogul Jay-Z, or city sensation Taylor Swift, or unknown community activists like President Barack Obama, or the ultimate Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, who was an ultimate dreamer. Or let me make it personal for you, since I can't get you to talk back to me. What about a little girl from Blackwell Elementary School in the heart of this fair city
Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to speak to our class. Your words of wisdom will for sure be remembered for a long time.
Can we give her one more hand? We'll definitely take that message with us. At this time, I'd like to call my senior class student sponsors to the podium as they deliver the charge. Seniors.
What? So what? What? So what? What is all this mean? What's the big deal about convocation? As seniors, it's important to celebrate not only but exits as well. Just as freshman intern, high school student amateur, exit navigating the higher level of education, but still anxious and nervous about what to do. We were freshmen, we were eager to learn and expand our sense of job. In June, we graduated seniors ready to embark on a career that demonstrates the skills we have developed, wherever we may go. This moment is sooner than anticipated, and there are definitely lots of emotions and uncertainties. For class of 2016, I navigated our senior year with high expectations and efforts to make our best team. I listened to seniors who graduated from previous years at Glen, and they left me with some words of what to expect. The majority of them start off by saying that their grades still matter, regardless of college application vacancy versus semester grades. They provide their things in their eyes and how it impacts us. Even though we should already be in organization and practice, when we treat like business, we have to take this. They told me that this year will be exciting and emotional, and it makes me think a lot of nostalgia, especially as we reach the reality that is in high school. Take a moment and think about what we have evolved into. It's kind of crazy. We're now the kids that we once looked up to. Battle classes was introduced last year. We urge our friends to create monetary and handle donations. But we definitely learned what sabotage and sabotage all year long. But hey, whatever works to urge us to contribute back to the community. Throughout the event, we experienced nerve-wracking challenges, gave out high fives, and pushed each other to be the best we could be. I've never seen any of us get worked up over a relay race than anyone else. Even though we came in fourth place, we formed what it means to be a champion. Through unity and school spirit, we formed a better community. We may seem like a recent youth class, but we have hard passion for Glen High School. We showed it in our way. I have no doubt that our class will settle up this year to show what we are really capable of. But I learned that it's okay. It's okay to feel lost in the confusing class, feel repeatedly unpresent, pull an all-nighter being focused assigned to the last week. It's okay to get rejected from a guy or girl, not in society, but from a college that everyone keeps saying is it's okay to lose a big game that is your last for the rest of your high school career. It's okay that you make mistakes and struggle and not know what you want to do for the rest of your life. And yes, the Keynote game is multiple aspects of the intense style relay race on battle. So what does finishing high school really mean? Does it mean that we did it? That we achieved all our good success? The real question should be whether we feel that we have succeeded in the mission. I asked you in class of 2016 what success means to you. It doesn't matter what your answer is, but you can focus in on them and guide morals and live and find what you want to become. Success is whatever is important in your life, and I urge you to chase your dreams all year long and into the future. This is our last year in Brown County Public Schools, so we have to show off what we have learned and implement it in our daily lives. It truly is the beginning of the end. So we have to find what it means to be a child of our world and not your dreams. This year is the year of last, and as seniors, we need to make our last our best. I'll leave you with this final question to consider regarding our time.
What we do.
So bear with me. When? You can ask me that question since September 4th, 2012, when we officially began our journey as Jaguars. You're constantly asking yourself, when is school over? When is this due? And when do I actually have to start that project that's not due for another 2 weeks? This year, you may be asking yourself a few different types of ones. Like, is this college application due? When is graduation? Or when will we find out our senior privileges? We're still waiting on that one. As you sat in your room on that first day of freshman year, I'm sure you looked around and thought to yourself, just like I did, well, I just got here, it seems fun and all, but when can I leave? Many of you have been asking yourselves that same question every day since. On September 8th, 2015, we had our last first day of high school. Many of us pulled into our new, closer parking spots and walked into the school that we can now call our kingdom. Believe it or not, that day was the beginning of the end of our chapter together as students. Our high school education is slowly but surely coming to an end. And yes, this means that you'll no longer have to look at the Fresno County Schools Twitter when you see that there's a chance of losing rain. Or hurricane. On September 29th, 2012, we attended our first homecoming. That was the first time that we saw that the dancing done at homecoming is nothing like the dancing we saw on Disney Channel. Last year, on April 25th, 2015, we had an incredible prom, despite having lunch in the month. And on March 13th, 2015, we participated in the inaugural Battle of the Classes battle. Did we lose? Yeah, we came last. But did we have a great time? Yeah. You know, we've always been criticized as being the least spirited class. And truthfully, I don't understand why. You've seen the student section lately? Our class has led a student section of more than 200 students every Friday for the past 4 weeks. And that student section has become one of the best in the county. On September 3rd, 2015, we had our first home football game against Monmouth. And we got to stand in front of the bleachers for the very first time. And today, Convocation. In 8 months, we will come again together in our grounds for an event that surpasses all of those I just mentioned. Graduation. In just 8 months, we'll never get to stand in the student section together, cheering on a sports team decked out in black and teal. In 8 months, we will call ourselves Jaguars and alumni. In 8 months, we'll have to come to terms with the terrifying word, adulthood. Look around you. Despite the Twitter fights you may have had with one another, and despite the grudge you still hold against that one person because you swear you did all the work in that group project, I'm sure you can point out at least 5 people who have positively shaped who you are. The good and the bad memories that we've made these past 3 years and 27 days are ones that you should never forget. Don't forget that time when you laughed until you cried with some of your best friends. Or that time when you stood up in a crazy costume, screaming as we scored the 10th point on Saturday night. Don't forget these 4 years when you were a Jaguar.
Life of a high school student is full of whys. For freshmen, it might be, why is the layout of this school so confusing? Or for seniors, it might be, why is there someone in my parking spot? The night before my freshman year started, I was terrified. I was terrified to enter the hallways of a huge school. I was terrified to have to make new friends. Honestly, most of my anxiety came from the idea that I could go to school with people that had beards. The idea Here I am, a senior myself, although I still can't grow a beard. I'm proud to be a member. A lot of students may ask, why should I even come to school? The obvious answer of, you would say you did a diploma, did a good job. But really, high school is a journey of self-discovery. That's what it's been for me. Everything I've done after 3 years has shaped who I am as a person. I spent the last 3 years with all of you, and I can happily say that all of the adults who are, although it's challenging at times, has been the best years of my life, and I'm happy to have them. My mom told me that you always remember your high school days. That's true for all of us. I never want to forget the support that I've been given to students, staff, and people here who truly care for those around me. That is why. That's why I show up every morning, even when I'm rather than sick. That's why I usually try my hardest on my quiz, tests, and project program. And that's why I support and encourage all of the people around me. Keep in mind the last 2016. Good memories. It's your last chance at making those memories right now. Don't focus on that low path place you failed, or that homework assignment you missed. Don't focus on that breakup or the game you lost. Get out there and make this year the best year. Show up to the football games, decked out the spirit. Join that club you've been thinking about all these years. Better yet, start a new one. Make new traditions. Make your own memories. Look back on 10, 20, 30 years ago. Don't let yourself be filled with friends. Don't look at this as it's only high school. Look at it as, wow, I always completed high school. 12th grade is the beginning, but it's also the very beginning of something. Something silly. Words of Shia LaBeouf. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Just do it! That's why, in just a few short months, I'll be proud to say that I was a Jaguar. And I encourage everyone else here to do the same. I'll still be working on that here.
High school isn't just about what, when, and why we do what we do, but also how we do it. How did we not get lost on our first day of freshman year? How does anyone find out what our football game teams are? How does it take so long to get out of the parking lot after school? How can anyone possibly keep up the amount of t-shirt or uniforms that we get a given year? At this rate, how many layers of paint will be on that rock outside of Commons A by our 10-year reunion? How do you always seem to be stuck behind the slopes moving people in the hallways when you're already late to class? How is it that the printers only seem to be offline when you have 2 minutes before making a paper? How much longer do you think it'll be until our first snow or maybe hurricane day? And finally, with everything that we have to do this year, how are we going to make it until graduation? We spend 7 hours in school every day. That is 25,200 seconds that we spend within the walls of Glen High School. 25,200 seconds that we have each day to develop, create, and learn. For the past 3 years, the seconds have been measured by wishing the time away. We've counted the minutes until 3:55, the days until Friday, the weeks until winter break, and the months until summer. We've sat through seemingly endless classes, struggled through tests, quizzes, SATs, ACTs, SOLs, OMGs, BRBs, and lots of LOLs. When we walked through the doors of our first school 13 years ago, I don't think any of us ever imagined that we would make it to this final year. And truthfully, I don't think that this high school experience has been anything like how we imagined it to be. Freshman Friday isn't a thing. Football players don't only make cheerleaders. That's never happened. The band kids aren't always fickle nerds. The chess club is actually full of pretty cool people. Our school doesn't have a rooftop garden, or at least not that I know of. And no one breaks into a flash mob in the middle of the cafeteria. Though our comments kind of look like East High, this is anything people may mark high school as the best years of your life, but to be honest, these are just the best years of our lives so far. What we have to realize is that today officially begins our season of last. The possibilities for this year are endless, but our remaining days here will go by faster than we think. It's time to step up and become the people that we know we can be. I challenge you to not overlook the 25,200 seconds that you spend in school each day. Cherish them, for these are the seconds that are going to define the end of your high school experience. Take the extra time out of your day to smile at a stranger in the hallway, talk to a friend, go the extra mile with your classroom. And don't forget to spend some of those seconds thanking your teachers. While it may not always seem like it, they're making you into better people. Gratitude is the least we can offer. Let's leave the other classes with one question to ask themselves. How will we ever measure up to the class of 2016? Underclassmen, take note. It's just a matter of time before you no longer have to sit through this whole assembly on those uncomfortable bleachers. Seniors, the answer is up to you. Determine how you will make a difference in Glen Allen, in your community, and in the world. Always be the best version of yourself, and strive to make those invested in you and your success proud. Decide how to use your 25,200 seconds of every school day to change someone's life. But more importantly, how do you use them to change your own? I'd like to leave you all with this quote from Imagine Dragons. It's time to begin, isn't it? I get a little bit bigger, but then I'll admit, I'm just the same as I was. Now don't you understand that I'm never changing who I am? In the midst of the stressful, emotional, exciting, and altogether amazing next few months until graduation, don't lose your sense of self. You have worked for this. Don't give up now. Let's make today, no wait, let's make this year the best one yet. So, class of 2016, how are we going to measure these next 8 months before graduation? The choice is ours. At this time, I would like to turn the podium over to Mr. Parker.
At this time, with the assistance of class sponsors, Ms. Glen and Mr. Edwards, we will display the class of 2016 senior flag that is on the wall at the Thomas Day of the main hall. Those of you who are in the back, it says reaching out until the impossible. This honor has been blessing me for the past 2 weeks about preparing my speech. And to be honest with you, my quote is already given by Scott, and 90% of my speech is given by Dr. Williams. So, to the moment Julia has been waiting for the past month, I want to bestow senior privileges. Many of you have already enjoyed this one. You have your own senior lunch line, which entitles you to all the prizes you want. You will be the first to attend all pep rallies and assemblies. You get to enjoy the senior courtyard with the umbrellas. You also have the privilege of painting that senior wall facing. You also have the privilege of dressing up on Halloween. So, please be reminded there are parameters. On October 14th, you no longer have to report to school at 10:30. It will be 11 o'clock a.m. Parents will send something home. And lastly, you will be dismissed 10 minutes early. For 6 to be determined days for the rest of the school year. With the first one beginning as early as October 15th, which is on Thursday. We will talk more in private. guests, I thank you for being a part of this special occasion for the class of 2016. Again, I want to thank Ms. Owen and Mr. Edwards, and Mr. Townsend for their assistance in working with our class officers, the Fine Arts Department, Mr. Hall, the Glen Orchestra, and Mrs. Cook for the Rosettes. I say thank you. Also, thank you to She Is for the assistance of parents and guests, our junior marshals, and finally our awesome school counseling department and other faculty members helping with this program. And as always, any program that we put on here, it can be done, not be done by our maintenance staff and our custodial staff, as well as our secretaries. Once again, I say thank you. This concludes our senior convocation. At this time, marshals, please prepare for the recession. While they are waiting to do that, parents, guests, once the seniors have exited the gym, we have 2 sign-out tables to make it easier for you to take your Jaguar home if you choose to do so. One line is an early dismissal line, and the other is a full ID line. We have not submitted that early dismissal. Will everyone please stand and remain standing for the recession?
Folks, that concludes our broadcast of the 2015 Senior Convocation here at Glen High School. We thank you for taking part in this live broadcast, and we will see you back at later dates. Thank you.